Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hi, how are you doing? Hope everybody is doing well. Thank you so much for being here. I am finally doing my 3 looks, 1 palette with the new Too Faced Pumpkin Spice that is currently available on HSN. The set retails for around $50. Sometimes they have it discounted. I will leave the current price along with the Home Shopping Network's website down below should you want to purchase the set. This is my 3rd video covering this, so I will also link those down below. I cover the whole set and then I also compare it in another video to last year's, so those will both be linked down below. Make sure you are subscribed if you are not already. If you are subscribed, make sure you hit the little notification bell so you get alerted every time I post new videos. And yeah, we're just going to jump into it. So this is going to be look number 1. I tried to recreate the look that I did in the video where I overview the collection. So this is the best of my ability to remember what that looked like. So we're just going to jump in. So I've already got my eye primed and I've got mascara on from earlier. So I'm not going to do mascara or liner in these looks. It's just going to be eyeshadow because I'm filming this consecutively. So it's just time saver. Okay. So to start off, we're going to go in with Crumb Luck, which is the lightest orange. And I'm just going to be using, this is just a Dew Color blending brush. And I'm going to use this one brush. I have a color switch that I clean it off. So I'm going to use this one brush and my finger for the whole top, except for under the brow bone. So I'm just dipping back in to Crumb Luck, trying to build it up. And again, this is the lightest. And I just take it above my crease. My mirror is right here, so if I'm not looking at you the whole time, that is why. Okay, and then I went into Slow Burn, which is the true, bright orange shade in the palette, and that is going to go throughout the crease as well, slightly above. I try not to go too high on mine. I'm going to take it in the inner corner. Initially, I do kind of lower and then build it up just because my eyes are so small. And I'm going to go back into Crumb Luck. Take that up. Because in the past, I have like gone super high in the beginning and then blending it up. And then before I know it, I'm like at my eyebrow. Back into Slow Burn just to make sure nothing's getting lost. Okay. Then I'm going to go into Pretty as a Pumpkin, which is a deeper orange, and that's also going to go out here, the inner corner. Pretty as a Pumpkin again, and I'm going to drag that into the crease. Wiping the brush off, going back into Slow Burn to blend that out and have some more of that brighter orange. Okay, cleaning the brush off, and then I'm going to go into Extra Toasty, which is the warm brown. And I'm just doing a V. Where am I at? There we are. Just to deepen up the outer corner a little bit. And then I'm going to go back in with Pretty as a Pumpkin, just on top and on the lid to help blend out that color, because I just want it to be a little bit deeper, but I don't necessarily want it to look brown. And then last, I'm going to go back into Crumb Luck and just blend up that edge. And then on a smaller little slightly tapered fluffy brush, I'm going to go into Fireplace Cuddles, and this is going to be the shade, it's right here, that I'm going to use under the brow probably for all 3 looks. And then just what's left on the brush to make sure they're blended, and back in again for inner corner. Okay, and then for my lid, I'm taking Sweet Tooth, which is the shade that I complained about in the video, and I don't have any concealer, just the primer. It's better with your finger. Do not try and use this with a brush. You're going to be mad like I was. And then I'm just going to blend it in. But this is glittery, so be prepared to have glitter, like gold glitter flakes fall all over your face. And excuse my face makeup. I have had this makeup on since 6 this morning, and it is now almost 8 p.m. So then I'm going to go into Extra Toasty. We're going to do the lower lash, so that warm brown again, and this is just on a little chubby brush. And I'm just going to put that all over the bottom, cleaning the brush. And then I'm going to go into Cinnamon Spice. It's kind of a coppery metallic-y color. And I'm just putting that right on top of the brown. Okay. And that is it. That is pretty much the look that I did in my first review of this collection. So yeah, pretty easy. And now we're going to get ready for look number 2. So this is going to be look number 2. So I went completely different route, got away from the oranges. Make sure that is clean. That probably could be blended a little better. But yeah, this is already primed again, the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. And I'm just using a fluffy brush again. And we are going to start off no transition shade. We are going to go into Caramel Apples, which is a purpley, almost brown. And that's going to go in the crease. Yeah, there's definitely a variety. I mean, not a huge variety, but you don't have to go the orange route with this palette if you don't want to. So I didn't use a single orange for this. This color blended out good, but it did take me, it blended out well. That was intelligent. It just took me a little bit to build it up to make it that smoky, but there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, Too Faced isn't known for having like over the top pigment, but I think that's nice for people that maybe don't have a ton of palettes or don't do a ton of eyeshadow, because not everybody is prepared for bam pigmentation right out of the gate. So there's nothing wrong with building it up. That doesn't bother me. Like I said, it's pretty common with Too Faced shadows. They design shadows for kind of everybody. You don't have to be an expert to use a Too Faced palette, which is nice. So I'm still just going back in with that color. Okay, building it up. And then I just went into Chocolate Wasted, which is the cool toned darker brown that's in the palette, just to put it in the outer corner. Back, cleaning the brush off, back into Caramel Apples. Okay. And that's it. And then smaller brush, and I'm going to go back into Fireplace Cuddles. This will, I think I said it, will probably be my brow bone highlight and inner corner highlight, just because it's the best match for me. There are a few other shades in the palette that you could use as a brow bone highlight. This one just works for me, so I will probably use that for all of them. Okay, so then for the lower lash line, I'm just taking Hot and Coal, which is the black with this purple, on my little chubby brush. I'm pretty much using the same brushes in all these videos too, so you don't have to have 50 million brushes. I know some people, you watch these YouTubers and they've got, like I have tons of brushes, but when I do tutorials, I pretty much will just use 3 or 4 because you don't have to have 50 million brushes to do pretty and intricate eye looks. So that is the lower lash line, and I only had to, this is very pigmented, I only had to dip in twice, and then I kind of packed it on and smeared it out. And then I went back into Chocolate Wasted one more time just to deepen that up a little bit more, and then back into Caramel Apples. And then for the lid, I wanted to try Dream Big, so it's almost a silver. It looks more silvery in the pan than it does on the eyelid. And again, I'm using my finger. You could use a brush, but I think I said in the last video, I think you're going to be sad if you go in initially with a brush. And then I just went back in to Chocolate Wasted, the outer part. I did take a little brush with just a little bit to kind of get down in the corner, but that was it. So that is look number 2, and we're going to go ahead and get ready for look number. So we're in look number 3. So this one's a little bit different. Excuse this outer part, it's just because my makeup's starting to go south on me a little bit. But again, we went completely different color route. Some of the browns, the cranberry shade that's in here, I did struggle a little bit. So I'm going to show you initially how I put it on, the problems I was having, and how I fixed it. So to start off, and I am using a different brush. This is a Sigma E25. I went in with Warm and Creamy, this peach shade, in the crease. It's close to my skin tone, so it doesn't show up a lot, but I can see the slight peachy tone. Okay, and then from there, I'm going to go into Extra Toasty. Yeah, I will say that there are a couple of the foiled shades that are a little temperamental. Sweet Tooth is the one I initially had problems with, and then Nooks and Cranberries, but you can make them work, and I will show you. I will show you how it performed and then what I did to fix it, because as you can see, I got it on my eyelid, so I think it'll be helpful even if you're using another palette. And I'm still going back into Extra Toasty to build that up. If you have issues with colors being pigmented, concealer or glitter glue. I'm taking Extra Toasty in on the lid, inner corner. And then from there, I'm going to take some of Caramel Apple. I'm not using Chocolate Wasted because this is a warm brown and this is a cool brown. You can sometimes use them together, but you have to be careful because mixing warm and cool, sometimes they can turn muddy. So I'm using Caramel Apple, which we used in the previous look all over the crease, just in the outer corner. And I'm just re-dipping in just to deepen that up. Like I said, Chocolate Wasted is a darker shade, and you can totally use it, but just like I said, be careful because you're getting into opposite tones, and sometimes eyeshadows get unhappy and colors don't play together well. And I'm going to go back into Extra Toasty just to kind of deepen up that crease, kind of make sure those colors are blended, because again, I don't necessarily want the purple out there, but I want to deepen up that outer corner. Okay, and then under the brow bone again, Fireplace Cuddles. You could go into So Frosty. I'll put a little bit of that on top. You probably won't be able to tell, but that's a very similar color. So, okay. Initially, I went in with my finger, so we're going to go into Nooks and Cranberries. And it didn't want to stick, and it was starting to get patchy on me, so I stopped. I have some NYX glitter. It says it's called a glitter primer is what the tube says, but it's a glitter glue. They sell this at Target over with the NYX Cosmetics. So I didn't remove anything. I just put some on my finger and just tapped it on top of where I tried to put that shadow. Okay, wipe my finger off, go in with my ring finger. Again, same amount. See how much better? That's what Sweet Tooth was doing to me when I tried it the first time when I was trying to use it with a brush. And I'm going to go down farther because I'm going to put it on the inner corner. But see how much better? For whatever reason, some of the foil shades, because it's not even a glitter, I would say it's a foiled. Just taking some of Extra Toasty just to blend the edge. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with my little chubby brush into Nooks and Cranberries, and I'm just putting that in the inner corner. So this time it doesn't matter if your finger makes a mess, and I'm just taking it like a quarter of the way under the lash line too. So on the inner corner, a lower lash line, cleaning the brush off, and then we are taking Caramel Apples one more time and using that on the rest of the bottom, and then just make sure it is blended in. So that's pretty much it. Pretty easy. Didn't use a ton of shades in each look. Tried to keep it simple. But yeah, if you run into issues with the foils, you could tap some concealer and then go in, or if you want to get, it doesn't have to be this glitter glue, any glitter glue I think will make your life easier, because that's how I made Sweet Tooth work when I was having issues with it initially. And yeah, because you can get them to cooperate, you just have to finesse them a little bit. So that is my 3 looks using the new Pumpkin Spice palette from Too Faced. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this was helpful if you've got the palette or you're thinking about getting the palette, and you can get some ideas. Leave me some comments down below. Let me know what you thought of the looks. Let me know what you think of the palette. What shades are you excited to try if you're going to get it? Yeah, let me know. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you're subscribed before you leave, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye everybody.